Tymon Kolasiński and Leo Borromeo ready to rematch once again in this best of 7 sets of first to 3 solves. Competitors will alternate starting solves and starting sets. Leo, with the faster median in the previous round, chose to start second.
Eight seconds.
It looked like Tymon was struggling to choose which side to pick there.
Not the greatest look ahead I've seen from him. A lot of pauses, especially before Olo. That's a bit uncharacteristic in a 763.
Blue looked like the easy side to start on, but then he looked around the cube a bunch, and then decided on blue in the end. So we'll see what Leo does.
Yeah, Leo looks to be looking around a lot as well.
Yeah.
But settling on blue, the same thing Tymon did. But Leo about a second faster, pausing a lot less, and finding a bit more of an efficient F2L solution. You're going to take the first solve pretty easily.
Scramble is posted.
New scramble.
Correct. 15.
Correct.
Oh, that was a really nice F2L from Leo. The unlucky G perm at the end, but a 643 and great efficiency and turn speed and look ahead on that F2L. He was doing that characteristic thing where Leo just zooms around the cube and just inserts every pair immediately.
That was a sweet F2L. Yeah, the last layer was a bit unfortunate.
And Tymon with a similarly good F2L and a similarly terrible last layer, but executing it faster, a 605. And he's going to even up the set here.
Last layers were definitely the difference there, the execution.
Yeah, both equally bad cases, but Leo's G perm just not nearly as fast.
Correct.
Correct.
15-second warning.
Sorry.
Looks like there's a lot going on this scramble.
8 seconds.
A lot of different options.
12.
And Tymon taking advantage of that pre-made orange and blue pair for 690. It did seem like, yeah, the solution was pretty smooth and look at was decent, but something about just the turn speed, and I guess maybe some micro lockups cost him. Leo turning, well, he was turning faster, but also locking up.
I heard someone talk. Oh, fine.
Leo seemed to be a bit distracted, or at least claiming to be in that solve.
Correct.
I kind of want to rewatch that last layer again, because I thought he had a weird night awkward case kind of thing.
I can you feel it?
Oh yeah, what's going on? There's a bit of echo. I think it might have been Dino.
Second warning. Leo.
That was unfortunate. It looks like he solved his fourth pair
15
incorrectly.
second warning.
Had to do 5 pairs in that solve. But still a 687.
Start.
And Tymon gonna look to take this first set. And what really hasn't felt like a set yet.
8 seconds.
Seems like they're both just getting warmed up. But today is a best of 7. Ooh, and
Yes,
Tymon
let's
was
go.
extremely smooth. A bit of a safe execution on that G perm, not risking too much there. And taking the first set 3-1.
3-minute break.
Yeah, both competitors do seem to be warming up.
One of the least exciting Leo versus Tymon sets I've seen.
And there's a
There we go.
608.
15 second warning.
Leo makes these low sixes look extremely easy.
Start.
And these guys are going to be forcing each other to solve sub 6 today, most likely.
8 seconds. 12.
We know Tymon loves a challenge.
And he takes
Oh my
it.
God.
Wow, that was some
Look it up,
nice
look at it.
nice F2L solution, and you can see he picked up his turn speed accordingly, knowing he had to beat a 608. And Tymon is very good at adjusting his solving to the time he needs to get. He can go anywhere from a mid 5 to a high 6 to an 8. We've seen him turn like 4 turns per second. We've seen him turn 10 turns per second. Just
Correct.
depends on what he needs to beat. And he's a very strategic head-to-head competitive solver, and that is why he's been so dominant thus far in Monkey League.
Yeah, I would bet that if Leo got a 7 on that previous one, Tymon would have just got like a mid 6.
8 seconds. 12.
That efficiency was great from Tymon, but quite a few lockups, especially in the F2L. A 657, that could have been so much better. And so Leo is going to look to find something similarly efficient. Wow, that X cross on yellow was insanely easy. Oh my goodness. And a 494. And Leo decided to not pause at all and not lock up at all. And well, that's what I was saying about the scramble. It was really nice. There was like a 2 or 3 move yellow X cross there, and Leo managed to turn it into a double triple X cross real quick with just a few more moves. And well, he got a
Yeah.
494.
I swear that F2L was like
Correct.
sub 2.5.
Yep.
Eight.
Yeah, and F2L lockups returning for Leo. And Leo with a 10.
15 second warning.
Well, after that 4, he's going to be quite disappointed. Tymon will likely safety anywhere from 6 to 9 here.
8 seconds.
And you can see he's turning slower when he doesn't need to solve as quickly. Yeah, and a 694 extremely safetied.
Oh, so safety.
And once again, Tymon up 2-1 in the set. So Leo needing to win the next 2 solves. Tymon only needing to win the next single solve. And well, so far Leo has just been giving up too many of these bad times to well, Tymon's ability to safety. And you know, that's the one thing you really can't do against Tymon, is give him solves to
15
safely
second
beat.
warning. Eight seconds. 12.
Long inspection there from Tymon. And that's a nice one.
15-second warning.
It's a fluid
Really
F2L
puts the pressure
solution.
on to keep the set alive.
Well, Leo needing to solve sub 6 here, else he's going to be down 2-0. Oh! Two crucial lockups, one during the third pair and one during the PLL.
3-minute break.
And well, Leo's going to lose the second set to Tymon 3-1 once again. Tymon now up 2-0 in the match.
Leo's super lucky today. It's a bit of a contrast to his last match where his median was 605, I believe, and that was by far the best median we've seen in this season of the Monkey League, and so not anywhere near that level today so far. So I don't know. I wonder if he's more nervous against Tymon.
Absolutely. I mean, he's often commented asking, you know, how to beat Tymon. Since he has lost so often to this guy. They've faced many times, and Tymon just seems to win over and over and over again.
He's kryptonite.
And at some point, it switches from an advantage in solving to a psychological advantage, and well, Leo's gonna look to overcome that today. He does look lucky in his warm-up solves as well. And that's definitely a tension thing. You can tell he's tense, because when you're tense, you tend to turn like more aggressively, I guess, and that kind of results in more lockups because your precision is worse.
Yeah, the accuracy goes out the window when you're tense. Really need to have a light, loose grip as much as possible. Much easier said than done.
1 minute.
Tymon looks, on the other hand, really relaxed at the moment.
Well,
He said he was able to do those PLLs, particularly that 5 against 608, I think it was. He was able to really amplify his turning speed to get the win. So seems to be warming up.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's really incredible how Tymon can just adjust his speed perfectly to match what he needs to get. You know, in this type of format, that is really the skill you need to have. Is first of all the potential to go quickly, but the ability to adjust your speed and safely beat whatever is given as the
Break
target.
Blue stringer at the new scramble.
New scramble.
I kind of wonder at this point if Leo loses 1 or 2 solves in a row here. I feel like it's pretty much worth taking a timeout. Well, it's when I'd kind of anticipate him to take a timeout, but we'll see how the set goes.
Correct.
Correct. 15-second warning.
And Leo will have the starting second advantage in this set, and he'll try and use it this time.
8 seconds.
Tymon actually pretty locky turning in that F2L and pausing quite a bit in the last layer, leaving the door open for Leo here.
Forgot to record again.
8.
And a crucial solve for Leo there, taking against a 690, and well, It looks like Tymon's taking a timeout, and he'll be back.
Correct.
Some hesitation for Leo, but a quick last pair into the most locky G-perm I've seen from him. A 729, and the nerves are just consuming him right now.
Yeah, you could kind of see when he was doing that G-perm the whole time, his hands were and cube was moving around in the air a lot. Like when you're moving the cube up and down, 5-10 centimeters, that's not good for control. Whereas if you look here, Tymon's cube in the air does not move, or very, very little from its position in the air. That's kind of one telltale sign as well.
Tymon is very good at stabilizing his cube, and, well, that's what enables him to control his turn speed so precisely and adjust it as needed. Well,
Correct.
once again, Leo put in what I think is basically a must-win situation here. He does not want to go down 3 sets, and, well, he's going to get the chance to go second on this solve. This is going to be an absolutely crucial solve for these the momentum in this match.
8 seconds. 12.
And Tymon with actually quite a few lockups, hesitations there.
The F12 wasn't smooth, but the transition from the OLL to the Z-perm was really nice, actually.
Yeah, and that's something we saw him mess up in a previous round, so it looks like he has worked on it. But Leo gonna need to beat this 702, absolutely. And there it is, a 624, taking it smoothly, and up 2-1 in the set. This is going to be important for Leo. If he wants to stay in this match, he pretty much needs to win this solve or the next solve.
Correct.
Does not want to go down 0-3.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's a big chance to put some pressure on this solve. Really don't want to be giving away anything above a 7 here. Depending on the scramble, of course, but...
And against Tymon, really nothing above a mid-6, ideally.
12.
Some lockups.
He's in control. He's very much in control, and that is a great solve.
That was a fortunate last layer. Not getting another G-perm, which he's been struggling with immensely. And yeah, even with those lockups, you were right, he was just so in control there. And it's a bit deceiving sometimes when you watch Leo's solves.
8 seconds.
Yeah!
No way!
What? No way! How does he safety a 548?
Oh, you just, you could feel it coming. I wasn't going to say it beforehand, but I was like, even though he's got the 552, this is definitely not a lock.
And did you see the OLL case he got? That was so bad.
No, the dot.
He got a dot
as well.
OLL. That was such a bad
It was
case.
so smooth though.
And his F2L wasn't that fast either. He just turned up the speed right at the end. And well, he seems to have a sixth sense of exactly how long he's been solving and how much time he has left.
That was absolutely godly. That's the best solve of the night.
8 seconds. 12.
Oh, and this one's smooth as well. And the 673.
PPS was super high on that.
Yeah, that was a continuous turning solve, but well, it's only a 673. So Leo given a chance here. Can he beat a 673 to take the third set? Oh,
He does.
Those lockups were making us all nervous, but Leo finally overcoming some nerves there. A 620 is going to take it, and Leo wins the third set, 3-2.
Yeah, that was impressive, especially
That 548 was
losing
nuts.
after losing on the 552. That's something that is good. Is impressive to come back from.
Yeah, you got to feel like Man, this guy just beats me whatever I get, and Leo was locking up quite a bit during that F2L, so yeah, it was quite impressive to see him finish that with a 620.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I notice like you can lock up, but your look ahead is still really good. The one that's the one that's really bad is when you're locking up and it's like so bad that you can't even look ahead properly.
Well, nerves do worsen look ahead, so
definitely.
it's possible that Leo is controlling some of his nerves, but not all of the effects.
But yeah, that was such an important solve, and I mean, Tymon's solve on the 548 was even more impressive as well.
Yeah, that was actually that was the most impressive solve I've seen in a while, because like it wasn't going well in F2L, right? And then he gets a dot OLL, and then somehow he's done just in time. So I don't know. I don't know how he did.
It's just everything we've been talking about Tymon, like all match.
Yeah, ability to control speed precisely and knowing exactly how fast he has to go. And that's why he's so godly when he's going second.
Correct.
Correct. 15-second warning.
Yep.
That efficiency from Leo was fantastic, but so many lockups at the start. But still a 661. Leo's just got to be kicking himself there and hoping that Tymon cannot beat this, but given that scramble, I find it unlikely that Tymon will not be able to just safety a mid-6, low-6 here.
Eight seconds.
And Tymon locking is up as well, but smooth at the end, just in time. What we've been seeing all match from Tymon, ramping up the speed when it matters in the 623. And yeah, he had a lot less locking up during his first like 10 moves, and that was the whole difference in the solve, really.
Yeah. I wonder how much they're both playing off each other's cross color choices. It's definitely something to keep an eye on for color neutral solvers, is to what extent if your opponent gets a good solve on a specific cross, do you just immediately go to that color? Or if they do a bad solve on a certain cross color, you kind of take a look but potentially avoid it. That's always something I think about is, if your opponent chooses, say, yellow and does a bad solve, for example, Tymon, this was not a bad solve at all. This is a very, very good solve.
15-second warning.
Yes, for example, a bad solve.
What's going on outside my window?
Something going on outside Tymon's window.
8.
Example, Leo.
Oh,
there
Leo with a
what?
440, a pauseless 440, and you were saying a bad solve. Well, maybe on that scramble, a 559 was a bad solve, and Leo proving that in fact a 440 was fully available.
That's insane.
Correct.
So insane. He barely reacted to that as well. He did not react. He knows it's just one solve, and after his last four, he got an 8. And so, hoping to just continue that smooth solving.
12.
Damn, that was a fast solve.
Oh no! Oh no!
He did a half Jaden McNeil there.
Warning.
He doesn't like me. That's fair.
Start.
Well, Leo going from a 4 to an
8
11.
seconds.
Tymon,
Any guesses on Timon's time here?
maybe like 7. I don't know.
7 seconds.
7 or 8 probably.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah. But I won that one.
Yeah,
It's
8:01.
not proper.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I was going to say 8.
I wish I was proper. Easy.
Correct.
Correct. 15
And-
second warning.
Well,
Love life from the best solvers made monkey league. The best
you can tell that Leo's being affected by his results here. He's not taking each solve individually. Clearly
I'm
affected.
not even your sub 10 in
8
the league
seconds.
anymore. That's sad.
12.
See what
Tymon using all of his inspection there. Looking to win the match on this solve. What a solve, too! A 521.
Second warning.
Well, not win the match, but win the set and put himself up 3-1. And Leo's going to need to beat a 521 to avoid losing the third set.
8.
Yep, and the 685 is not going to do it. Well, Tymon, when he needed
Oh my god.
to put the pressure on, he put it on in the maximum possible way, and taking that fourth set 3-1.
One more.
Yeah, that 521 was a pretty much flawless solve. That was a really good one. Well, here we go. A fifth set of the match. Leo needing to win to stay alive. Tymon just needing one set of the last
Correct.
3 to win the entire match. We're looking very, very comfortable at the moment, and I guess although we have seen a couple of sub 5s from Leo, he's been fairly inconsistent, I would say, this evening.
Yeah, and both times he got sub 5s, he immediately followed them up with throwaway solves. So, you know, it's effectively canceling what he's
15
achieved.
second warning.
Yeah, it almost, Monkey League and head-to-head almost calls for a slightly different solving style. You really don't want to be throwing away solves head-to-head. Even if that means, you know, staying a bit more in control and potentially getting a low 7, mid 7, that's miles better than just a complete throwaway.
Oh, Tymon is really smooth right now. Only one pause in that solve, and it was only for a 1/10 of a second.
Yeah,
Always-
Tymon's definitely in the zone. I think this is the best I've seen him solve all season 2.
Absolutely, and he adjusts his solving based on who he's facing, so... Well, against Leo, he's bringing his best. It's just too many lockups for Leo. The efficiency seemed fine, but it's hard to tell when every turn is either like a half turn, double turn.
Blue scramble.
Yeah. I find it way harder to follow Leo's solves than I do to follow Tymon's.
Yeah, maybe Leo finds it harder as well.
Correct.
Just watching, I can generally see what Tymon's inserting, what his cases are, etc. But Leo's F2L is normally just a blur of random turns and rotations to me. I
Leo
can't really
goes
see any
for-
specific pairs.
Yeah, Leo goes for maximum turn speed strategy, whereas Tymon kind of goes for smooth, elegant solving. Wow.
15 second warning.
Leo looks not happy right now. He is praying that Tymon doesn't beat this, but well,
I wonder if he'll just call a timeout after this, or
8 seconds.
I think he'll just continue.
yeah.
12.
If he loses, he loses. He's been here so many times before. It's nothing exceptional. Oh my goodness, dude! What?
Yeah, you could see that as well. He was locking up so badly in the OLL and needed to rush the PLL. Rush the PLL.
Rushed
and,
it just in time. Oh my god, dude. Every
he
time Tymon adjusts his solving to be just fast enough.
Leo doesn't take the time out here.
Oh,
So
I don't know, the
one
timeout
more
just
solve
might...
does it.
I mean,
Yeah.
the timeout just might build his nerves more and more, so...
8
I
seconds.
mean, if he's gonna lose to Tymon, he's gonna lose to Tymon. It happens to everyone. And a +2 for Tymon! A +2 on a 554. That means Leo only needs to beat a 754. I wonder if he knows this.
I do wonder, because, yeah, you don't get the confirmation on the other side.
Oh, and a 493, leaving no doubt about it. A nice PLL
Nice little
skip
PLL
from
skip
Leo.
there. Yeah.
And, well, that's his third
Again, no
sub
reaction on the
5.
floor.
Yeah, well, it was a PLL skip. So.
Because he knows it's just one solve.
Yeah, but still needing to win the
Needs to
next
back it
2
up,
solves.
Needs to not throw away this next one. Looking for at least a 6.5 or better.
Yeah, this might be the most important solve of the match for Leo. Not knowing what he needs to beat and needing to beat Tymon. That is a tough task.
Don't get points for best single anymore.
8.
Oh, the E-perm recognition.
And again, yeah, a missed grip on the PLL. I think he thought it was a Y perm or something, and then realized it was an E perm.
Yeah, he adjusted. He probably lost like at least half a second
well,
there.
So
That was not ideal.
Tymon should be able to safety this out for the win, but we'll see.
And Tymon trying to win the match on this solve needs to beat a 693. Inspecting quite a bit though.
12.
We've seen this before from Tymon. And there it is, a 598! And Tymon wins again.
And Tymon pops off.
Well, there you go. We've seen this story so many times, and we see it once again. Tymon winning the match 4-1, winning that final set 3-1. And although Leo had just so many sub 5s, it just wasn't enough against Tymon. Too many bad solves. Too many solves where Tymon just chased down exactly what he needed to beat and got like 0.04 faster. And, well...
I should have slowed that down.
And, well... The rematch goes to Tymon. Whew.
The rematch.
Yes, the grand finale rematch. Yes.
We had the same best average of both, and almost the same best average of 5.
Yeah, Leo, you would have been counting a few 4s in there.
Bad. Home is also bad.
Well, Tymon, talk to me about safetying solves. Felix and I were noticing that somehow, whether it was a 552, a 754, you know, any time you needed to beat, you found exactly the right turn speed to beat it. And there were so many of these solves where you went second, and it wasn't looking good. I especially remember this 552 that Leo got, and you had like a 3-second F2L at least, and then you got a dot OLL, and somehow got a 548. How do you concentrate and adjust your turn speed so precisely in these second solve situations?
Well, it's practice, really. Like, people don't really practice safe solves, and this is the advice that I give to a lot of pair-mixers as well, because safetying on pair-mix is probably even more important. Like, when you're going for a world record or some record, you basically have to safety the last 2 solves. So, yeah, like, you just have to practice safety solving. And yeah, most people don't do that because they just want to go as fast as possible.
Well, Leo, you definitely were going fast today. Quite a few sub 5s, but it seemed like you got like nervous or something. Like after every sub 5, you had a pretty bad solve. There was like an 8 and 11. What do you think you can do in the future to remedy this issue?
A timeout. I was about to call a timeout. I think like 3 times, but I didn't for some reason. Because I don't know. Yeah, myself just bad today. Except for that 4.4, that was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Well, Tymon, you seem to have a lot of head-to-heads with Leo, but winning like basically all of them.
Yeah.
Do you think psychological, like match? Do you think there's psychological factors at play here because you have such a dominant score? Because it seems to me like Leo is performing like slightly worse than his usual and like getting more nervous than I've seen him.
I think that was the case from the start though. Like the first time we faced off in cubing at home, I think he was already solving worse.
Okay. Leo, do you think your issues are against Tymon or just against fast people?
Yeah, I think they're mostly against Tymon. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Just, like,
That's
I
flattering.
just want to win so bad, but I don't win.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
We also noticed Tymon solves much better against Leo, seemingly, than many other opponents.
Like Sebastian said yesterday that if he got better times, he would have won against me. But that's not how that works because like I'm just getting what I need to get to beat the other person, right?
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah. Well, quite impressive. Tymon, you will have a rematch with Felix in the next round. What do you think about this pairing?
I don't know. I'm excited to go against Felix again.
All right, and Leo, you'll be going up against Maddie.
Wait, I just realized.
Oh, what's going on, Leo?
Like two of my best like monkey league performances were against Matty, I believe.
Oh, nice. Hey, but I just realized something as well. So the thing is, Felix has the 11 Pro M, and I don't.
Oh.
The 11 what?
Yeah, unfortunate for you.
I might get it this week, but if not, then I'm screwed.
Oh, 11 Pro. I don't even have it yet. So.
Yeah.
Well, so Leo, you're saying that 2 of your best performances have been against Maddie, so you are looking forward to this matchup?
Yeah. And I've also noticed that Maddie's have sometimes choked a lot.
I feel like in your Grand Finals match last season, you guys were really you were both excellent, but you were just amazing. Like, I mean, you guys were getting you beat Maddie when he had like a mid-5 average. I remember.
Yeah. I still have flashbacks to that 4.66 plus 2. Very happy.
Yeah. Well, Felix, any questions? Any final questions?
No, you had. I wrote 2 down, but you asked exactly the 2 that I wrote down as well.
All right.
about Leo's Tetrises and about the 548.
Yeah, the 548 was quite impressive.
Felix and I raced like twice this week, and he has won both times.
What?
So.
Wait, was he using the M? The 11?
Yeah, he was.
Well, then that's like, bruh, that's completely unfair.
Such good marketing. Thank you. Incredible marketing.
Yes, go buy your Get 11 Pro, sponsored by Felix.
Tymon thinks his cube's amazing. He's never even used it.
Yeah, because everyone is just like improving by 1 second when they get it. Like, it's ridiculous.
Felix is very good at marketing the brand new GameCube. He always gets world records. All right.
All Monkey League competitors who aren't eliminated yet use gun cubes. Just saying.
True. Okay, well, we have some sponsored biased opinions here and some great solvers as well. We will see you